Hey, what's up? This one is one of those cumulative Patch Tuesday packages that mixes security fixes with a handful of small but useful improvements and a bunch of behind-the-scenes stability work. It's the sort of update that doesn't reinvent the wheel, but if you skip it, you'll miss fixes that can stop weird crashes, restore quirky device compatibility, and patch security holes that people would rather not test on a production machine. The company behind Windows, Microsoft, has shipped multiple KBs in this cycle. Think of them like a set of layers on top of the operating system. And the headline for many users is that this month's release brings a mix of bug squashing, a few quality of life tweaks, ready, and important security coverage that gets applied across supported builds. One important thing to note right up front is that the update is being delivered through the usual Windows Update pipeline, and for many systems will auto-download and install as part of the Patch Tuesday rollout. So don't be surprised if you see it pop up in settings and request a reboot sooner rather than later. The update bumps the OS builds to new numbers, and those build bumps matter because they indicate which fixes and patches are included. If you want to verify the install after a restart, checking your build number in settings is the fastest way to confirm everything landed correctly. Functionally, the package brings several practical improvements. Cross-device continuity features get a touch of love to make moving between your phone and your PC more reliable, particularly for Android devices that rely on the new Resume and App Resume experiences. So if you've been annoyed when a handoff fails or an app doesn't pick up where it left off, this aims to make that more consistent. There are also accessibility and voice improvements, which may not make headlines, but produce tangible benefits for people who rely on those systems day to day. Voice input and assistive technologies continue to be refined quietly, and incremental updates here can make interactions less frustrating in edge cases. Another neat addition is support for more external fingerprint readers in biometric login scenarios. So if you've been buying third-party fingerprint hardware to add biometric access to a laptop, that hardware is likelier to play nicely after this patch. Developers and musicians might appreciate an upgrade to the system MIDI services. This kind of underpinning change is one of those you won't notice until you notice things. Apps that rely on MIDI routing or low latency audio may behave better and encounter fewer interruptions. On the security side, this is a regular Patch Tuesday, so the update includes fixes for vulnerabilities that Microsoft deemed important enough to distribute broadly. Those fixes are applied across the affected builds and reduce exposure to various exploit classes. That's the main reason security teams push these through quickly, because the moment a patch is public, attackers start testing whether the fix fully closes the gap. Alongside security work, there are a number of bug fixes for everything from networking quirks. A particular handful of WPA3 personal network issues were reported and have been addressed, to occasional problems that interfered with full-screen gaming mode detection. If you're a gamer and you saw odd behavior while switching to full screen or noticed an input device acting strangely during gameplay, the bug fixes in this cycle aim to restore the expected behavior. Reliability and servicing stack improvements are also included, which helps Windows Update itself behave better during future installs. Servicing stack updates don't change your daily workflow, but they reduce the chance of partial installs or update rollbacks, and they make cumulative updates more robust in complex enterprise environments. There's also a small but meaningful change to Smart App Control. The update includes an adjustment so certain controls can be toggled without requiring a complete OS reinstall. That's a quality of life win for power users and administrators who previously had to take drastic steps to change that setting. If you manage several machines, the update history pages and the update catalog provide direct download options for offline installers, so you can stage the patch on a server or apply it to a set of offline devices without relying solely on Windows Update. That's handy for technicians or anyone who prefers to vet an update on one machine before rolling it out broadly.